Okay, to our next story. You know, terrorism, we dare reiterate here, is the use of violence or the threat of violence to achieve political or ideological goals. Between 2009 and now, terrorism has persisted in our country because it is funded by forces and collaborators. Now, the Defense Headquarters has let it be known that the recent upsurge in terrorist activities in the Northeast is enhanced by the influx of foreign fighters. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, made the disclosure to newsmen when he briefed them on armed forces operations. It's now clear that both local collaborators and external forces are the engine room of insurgency in our country, CKN.
Yes, listen to the spokesperson of the Defense Headquarters. And my take on this is that I'm tired of all these excuses. I'm tired of these excuses. The Defense Headquarters, the military, the police have a job to do. And the earlier they get it done, the better for me, irrespective of whatever. This issue of foreign collaborators, before we say it was Lakura, what's the name? Lakurawa
had been there, but
yes,
they were...
Also, he has a foreign influence.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, there have been instances we talk about ISWAP, we talk about Boko Haram, and we talk about somebody. The fact remains is that the military, for me, shouldn't be giving us these excuses. As far as an average Nigerian, I totally agree that...
Well, to you, there are excuses, but you know, there's always this talk about the fifth columnist. The fifth columnist is also a factor.
Citizen John.
Yeah.
Whether they are fifth, seventh, or 10th is not my business.
No vexo.
I defense. You know why I'm saying this? For goodness sake, whether in 20, I don't care. Let me tell you, in the past 9 years...
columnist, otherwise, the enemy within.
The enemy, so if you say fifth columnist and enemies within, so are we talking that there are enemies within the military or where? Let me even tell you where I'm going to. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
For goodness sake, for the past 9, even going to 10 years, our highest budgets have been given to defense.
Yeah.
The reason why some of us are starving today is because we want to make sure that the military gets what they have, that we are safe. If you understand what I'm trying to say, citizen. So I'm not saying that what they are saying is not correct. For goodness sake, if you know these people, if you know their cells, if you know where they're operating, then you go after them.
Yeah.
That is the essence of intel. Military fighting and war has gone beyond just bringing arms and throwing bomb from the air, using armor tanks, sending you 100,000.
Science has made it
very.
Yeah, you can deploy gadgets.
That is it. So what I'm saying that is one, to be able to identify where these guys are, who are their collaborators, and why is it that we're not taking. Don't forget that in the years past we are giving excuses that we have seen the financiers of terrorism. I'm sure you still remember that.
Very well. I remember a governor in the north who said, we even hear them discussing.
I said this one, they said they have, they even said they have their names.
Yes. Before you look for the 6th or 7th columnist, you see, for me, I think just to buttress the point that he has made is that there should be some diagnosis. There should be what happened this time around. We have focused more on banditry, even though they've called it terrorism now.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is, what led to this resurgence of Boko Haram, killing 40 people in one attack?
Military men.
Exactly.
Military men.
So what led to that? It's something that we should actually ask, because to a large extent, I've been to Borno State in the last 1 year, and I was shocked that, this is the almighty dreaded place that we couldn't attend. We know that a lot of things have returned. So for us to have this kind of attack, it calls for worry. However, like you said, what is the cause? What are these issues? I'm not an expert, but we should look at it from the angle of, does it have to do with the kind of issues we are having with the neighboring countries, the people in the Sahel? Is it because of that political differences? Because we need both the military and the political will
to deal with these issues.
Of course,
and I expect that...
At this same hangout, we had talked about Nigeria and Niger collaborating.
So that collaboration, is it just a military thing? We need both to work together. Because at this time, we shouldn't be talking about Boko Haram having a lifeline again. We should be able to degrade them totally. And you could see the governor even expressing his frustration that please track them. He was even in quotes, speaking in quotes as commander-in-chief. So, like you said, it is enough to tell us that, oh, they are foreigners. It means that you have your intels.
Of course.
Get them out. I don't think any country will fight you.
Yeah, Siken will understand what I meant when I said, now this, the defense headquarters has told us, foreigners and internal, those are the fifth columnists I talked about.
I totally agree. Even the military,
the enemy within is one you fear.
Even the military have said time and time again, and they will try as much as possible to fish out some of the enemies within. There are instances where military men providing these guys with ammunition, provide them with gun, provide them with food. And even drink. You are talking of food, even with all those smokables and unsmokables. But what I'm saying in essence is that, let me tell you, we're having serious issues. When I'm talking of intel, the part of the problem is that we are not having serious collaborations with the people on ground. There's a lot of trust deficit between our military and the people on ground. And let me give classical example. In the past 2 weeks, we've seen area bombardment of certain villages. Where we are running after bandits or criminals, terrorists.
Exactly.
And Nigerians have been killed, quote and unquote, in as much as the military are trying to justify it and give reasons. But they also on ground. The governor of Zamfara State have said that several times. The governor of Borno State have said that. Some of the last one that happened, we are even civilian, what do you call them, JTF. They are supposed there were intel that these guys are coming to attack the particular village. They mobilized themselves, make sure that they were able to keep them at bay. After again, they came back again. They make sure that they kept them at bay, kill some of them. And what they now did was, from the information we got, was that they now went to the topmost hills within their area to keep a soil. It's a Zamfara State.
No, who are these?
The JTF, the civilian GF. They went to the high hills within the area where they can be able to have a surveillance and say this. What happened? Our military came, saw them, and bombed them, and thought they were terrorists. So in that kind of case, a situation arises where, if next time something of that happens, will it be easier for those people to collaborate with the military? So we need to win because if you, whether foreign collaborators, internal collaborators, whatever collaborators, they are human beings. They are living among us. People see them on a daily basis. The question you ask yourself, why is it that an average Nigerian cannot see this kind of thing and pick up a call to call the military, as they do across the block?
But CKN should know that at a time like this, it becomes difficult, if not impossible, for an everyday Nigerian to volunteer information because he or she is
afraid that it will be traced back to them. That's what I'm saying. So that is what I'm saying of building confidence. Because I said it several times on this program. There have been instances in the United Kingdom. A stranger was just walking by the street. There's a 19-year-old woman sitting on the passage up her roof there and just staying there. You see the straight page like a K.
Of course, you remember, let me take you back to the Second Republic.
Okay.
Umaru was the minister who was going to be... Umaru Diko. It was this same woman,
the one I'm talking
about, kind woman, who squealed on the thing.
On the things that's what the business. That is it. So what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying in essence, that the person, that old woman, will pick her call and call 991 or 119, whatever, 911, and within 2-3 minutes, somebody will come and meet you, see them, somebody will appear and make can you identify yourself well and rest of them? Nobody will ever trace that call to that woman, that 19-year-old. So what I'm saying in essence is we have to build. The military has a military civil, there's a name they call it.
Civil relations.
Yeah, civil relations. I've been, they've called me once or twice to be able to talk at this thing. They have that within the military. I don't know the police. Police have, I'm sure police have.
No, they have police
the
civilian.
fact is that what are they doing to be able to build confidence within Nigeria, especially those within Northeast and Northwest, where we have serious security challenges.
Not that I differ with you, but I have a very, very terrible scenario, you know, that I'm aware of, where I saw someone being kidnapped, and while they were having this negotiation, you could hear the abductors telling you that, oh, we can still see this person, we can still see this person, because there were people giving information. I mean, this is a true life story, which to tell you that, to a large extent, please, let us still build our confidence through this platform.
But
I know the military has a lot to do.
Both of you are not telling me that we are a long, long way from home.
We are not. Sincerely, we are not.
Okay.
If we look at where we're coming from, pre-2023, and where we are now, there have been a lot of improvement. I give it to the military. I give it to the military, I give it to the army, I give it to the navy, even the police force. There have been a lot of improvement. We've not been seeing those serious attacks we've been seeing in the past. Okay. But the fact is that I don't know whether we have lowered our guards or we just believe that we've decimated them and we are taking our eyes off the board for us to have this resurgence. And I've always believed that the fact is that the way we're also going about it is that there have been instances where we just focus on, I'm not an expert in military issues, so I'm not operational, so I cannot be able to. At times, I'm sure when they're looking at us, some of the
always with them.
I'm always with them. Some of the generals are my friends there, they'll be laughing, CK is blabbing again. What does he know about? But the fact remains that.
No, they go there again.
I always go. They are my friends. But the fact remains that I've said that we can have a more coordinated attack on this guy.
Exactly.
Okay. The situation, let me
call their bluff once and for all time.
Let me tell you, instead of the way we are going about it, we hear there's an insurgence in Zamfara, we rush, boom. They move from Zamfara, they go to Katsina. From Katsina, they go to Katsina. But if we can take it as a long stretch and be able to cover around, and be strategic about it.
Before we go on a much-needed break now, Kehinde and CK, you remember?
Kayode now.
Kayode,
because he's Kehinde.
Naki.
Kayode.
So, you know, immediately after 9/11, it took the Americans 10 long years to nail the old enemy. But even so, they are not dropping guard.
No, never did. You saw what they did with ISIS.
Yes.
You saw what they did with ISIS. Despite the fact that they knew that what they did was, first and foremost, to be able to strengthen the home security, which is more like our Ministry of Internal Affairs. But they never lose guard or drop guard.
Okay, they can't. They say the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. Okay, then, we'll go on this break. Please come with us. We'll return shortly and continue with Journalist Hangout. Thank you for watching. We'll be back shortly.
TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
And cable, great quality, now with the new look.
Happy New Year, everyone!
May this new year bring you joy.
Here's to a fresh start, everyone. May this year bring you love, laughter, and happiness.
Happy New Year!
Wishing you a year of growth and success.
Happy New Year!
A new year, a new start, way to go. Just as sports is exciting to fans, may the new year excite you all.
Wishing you a memorable and joyful New Year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Yes, wishing you a year of growth and success.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Here's wishing you a profitable New Year.
Cheers to an oven fresh year 2025.
Happy New Year once again. I wish you well.
You're watching Beyond 100 Days with Nifemi Oguntoye. President Tinubu, since he assumed office.
We are on our way to progress.
6 out of the 8 APC federal lawmakers.
So I'm wondering what you think, or who you think can stop him now.
He doesn't own the party.
The present administration is doing already is to encourage productivity.
One of the causes of inflation is because people cannot go to the farm.
The government still needs to do more so that people can eat.
So the interventions from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not political and it's not gimmicks, right? We are very, very conscious of the fact that his passion and his true intention is to ensure that we can raise Nigerians out of poverty.
Tinubu.
All right, folks, welcome back. So we give more fire to what you are hearing from our hangout. You know, let's talk politics now. You know, the first German Chancellor, Otto von Bismarck, it was, who said, politics is not an exact science, but political theorists say politics is a behavioral science. Now, the internal crisis in the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, continues to confound pundits and commentators alike. The National Working Committee, NWC, of the party has reaffirmed Senator Samuel Anyanwu as the party's national secretary in compliance with the verdict of the Court of Appeal. The Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Ibrahim Abdullahi, emphasized that the party's obligation is to respect the court's decision. A healthy opposition enhances a healthy democracy. Won't you say, Kayode?
Okay, so maybe by way of